So I've just finished with my exams, and despite me studying just a little bit, I did well. Wanna know my secret? Coming up. Hello guys, this is Hassan from ThoughtsJam, the channel that helps you live happier and get a better understanding of life. Together, we're going to be discussing lifestyle and mental health while keeping it light, simple and entertaining. So if you're interested, consider subscribing, and hey, don't forget to leave comments down below. I'm keen to read your feedback and suggestions. Now let's get into the video. Whether it's studies, exams or tasks I want to accomplish, there are a few tips that I follow to make sure I'm always prepared. Tip number 1. I never wait till the night of the exam to start studying. Start early and be always prepared for your exam. Oh, come on now, that's still too early. Second tip. Once you decide to start studying or working, make sure to stay away from anything that may distract you. I know, I am a big-time procrastinator, and I have never applied any of the tips that I've just gave you, despite me knowing that I probably should. I have been a procrastinator for as long as I can remember. Now for you non-procrastinators, here's how we work. Starting with the way our brain functions. We both have that inner voice of conscience that keeps us on track by constantly repeating over and over again the things that are important and should be done. Procrastinators, on the other hand, have an extra voice. I call it the instant gratification seeker. Now this one doesn't really understand the concept of long-term goals, therefore it only wants instant, fun and easy tasks that mostly make no sense whatsoever. The problem here is that every time the voice of conscience tells us to do something that is harder and less fun than usual, the instant gratification seeker starts a conflict. And for a procrastinator, that conflict always ends the same way, leaving us away from the things we need to do and probably on YouTube watching some makeup tutorials. Now, despite us listening to the instant gratification seeker, the things we'll be doing won't really make us happier, simply because we feel guilty knowing that we're not doing the things that we should be doing. Most procrastinators stay in that phase for so long, ignoring their main tasks and doing meaningless easy ones instead. I'm sure all of you know that stress we experience when a deadline is approaching. Well, you guessed it. A procrastinator goes through a much worse feeling simply because that stress, that accumulated stress, will end up making us panic. And that deadline-induced panic is literally the only thing that can make a procrastinator switch from meaningless tasks to the ones that actually matter. And being a procrastinator myself, I can tell you that this doesn't always work the way we want it to, but it works. In fact, procrastination functions only because its effects are contained by the fact that it has a deadline. But what if there were no deadlines? What if you want to start a company, or become fit, or take better care of your family, or even leave an unhealthy relationship? None of those tasks have a deadline, and that makes it really hard for procrastinators to even start them. Thinking about those two kinds of procrastination led me to realizing something. Non-procrastinators don't exist. You all are procrastinators. Duh! Now I can't really say that I have found a solution for it, but I still noticed something that can help us. As we said earlier, procrastinating with a deadline is much easier. Now let's stop for a second and think together. Is there really a task that doesn't have a deadline? I mean, life itself has one. In the end, we need to ask ourselves what we're really procrastinating on in our lives. Thank you all for watching. And remember, everything in this life has a deadline. So if you have a goal and you want to achieve it, you better start pursuing it. Today. Okay, maybe not today, but someone soon. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And check our Instagram and Facebook page. I'll post the links down in the description. That's it for today, and see you all next time with a new episode of ThoughtsJam.